And we are recording.
And we're live with Zero Drunk 30, baby.
What it do? The first inaugural episode.
How you doing, Brantley? I'm sober, I promise.
What's up? I'm Richard. I go by Courage.
I'm Bulldog also.
And I will take the name Kyle. Oh, shit. Sorry, grabbing these beers. First episode, Zero Drunk 30. Let's break it down how Zero Drunk 30 is going to work going forward. Really, it's a show about film culture, movie shit,
Drinking beer.
TV stuff, and then beers. Richard, what are you drinking?
Right now I'm drinking an El Chingon. It's an Indian Pale Ale from Dallas, Texas, with the Four Corners Brewing Company.
Where's that at?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Dallas.
Shit.
Really tasty.
I'm drinking Twisted Tea. I will always be drinking Twisted Tea.
You pretty much are brought to you by... Brantley's brought to us by Twisted Tea.
This will be my sponsored new video.
It's really all he ever
Brought
does.
to us by Twisted Tea. I feel like it's bad that I'm drinking a Dallas beer on the first episode being from Houston. But,
At the same time,
fuck it.
At the same time, it's fine because, like, who the hell cares about that little rivalry that we have going, you
Didn't
know?
Dallas
I
just
do.
play?
I do.
They did.
They
I'm
just played
pretty
the
sure.
I played last night.
Yeah.
They they lost to the Steelers.
I have no idea if they beat or
They
lost
lost
to the Steelers.
They
But
lost. Steelers went off.
I'm going to
For
love it if
sure.
he's wrong about this, and then we get done recording.
Look it up. You can
I
look
mean,
it up
if
right
he's
now.
wrong about it,
Look it
like,
up right
no
now.
one will know. I'm not going to look it up. All I know is,
I can look
hey,
it up, just
Brantley,
let
have
me
you ever
test-
been a
that's my
big
wife.
fan of South Park?
Yeah, I love South Park. Who's your favorite character?
Who's my favorite character on
Your
South
favorite
Park?
character.
Fucking Randy, dude.
Randy Marsh
Randy
is the best.
Marsh, literally
Integrity,
the best.
he is the best.
He is so fucking good at what he does.
Oh yeah.
Why
that's
do
what I
you
was
bring
gonna
that
say.
up, Richard?
Oh, why do I bring up the South Park cartoon? Anyway, because
Yeah, the Cowboys lost 16-3.
Oh,
Told you.
wait, really?
Cowboys lost 16-3.
You got lucky.
Cowgirls.
It was a 50-50
I watched the
shot.
game.
Yeah,
I watched pieces of it and stuff. Yeah, I watched it.
Anyway, it's because Trey Parker and Matt Stone are
Yeah.
now rebuilding Casa Bonita. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yep.
Anyway, so yeah, have you ever seen the episode of Casa Bonita from South Park?
Have not.
Oh, really? You're missing out. It's the one with like Black Bart, the captain. Cartman's like,
I never
yo,
saw
fuck
that one.
you, Kyle. You're a fucking Jew. I want to go to your goddamn fucking restaurant party dinner.
This is an
It's at
episode that's
Casa
aired
Bonita.
already?
Yes, and
I
they're
have not seen it.
they're in talks to buy it and make it better because right now apparently it's a failing fucking business.
Well,
Oh, it's a real thing.
but even
Yes.
but
Oh,
even
shit.
bigger news, honestly, is that Viacom just gave them two dudes, Trey Parker, Matt Stone, $900 million for 6 more seasons of South Park and 14 movies.
That's actually from Paramount.
Paramount. same thing.
Paramount. They're going to be premiering on Paramount Plus, even though HBO runs South Park daily.
HBO. Yeah, well,
HBO.
they do have it. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how the rights work on that. I think it's whatever, but
I just watch it on Comedy Central when it comes
All I
out.
know is that we're getting 6 movies, but that's going to be in total from like
6 more seasons, 14 movies.
14 movies.
Yeah.
14 movies on
But I
what?
think they're. I think by
the
movies.
14 movies are like specials.
I think
right?
yeah. They say
Yeah,
they
that's not
say
movies,
they say well
movies.
they say movies. They say movies.
What if they gave
but-
another movie
I
like
think
the
they
Baby
do.
Longer and Uncut?
Did you watch the COVID episode?
No, not all of them.
Kyle, you watched the COVID episode, right?
Yes, I did.
All right,
See,
so
that's
that-
what they probably consider.
That's
a movie.
little movie.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like
Okay.
30.
That's what
it's
they
like a
consider a
30-minute
movie.
thing
Yeah,
and like a
yeah, I
30-minute
got you.
thing.
I know what that
And
is.
that's what they're probably going to be doing on Paramount
I
Plus.
got you.
But I thought they were. I thought South
Maybe
Park
like a
was.
Christmas special or New Year's special.
Basically, yeah, like the old Christmas special
Yeah.
where they had the song "Dreidel, Dreidel, Dreidel, I made you out of clay, Dreidel, 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 and I'll dreidel, I shall play." And that's whenever Kyle's dad
my
comes
dad.
in, he's like, "Courtney Cox, I love you. You're so hot on that show," and it's the
Oh
best
my
fucking
God.
part of that whole entire song, Brantley. I
Randy
swear to
Marsh
God.
was awesome.
That's not my dad.
well, Kyle, no, it's not your dad.
It's not my dad, though.
It's Kyle on South Park's dad, Jeff Broskowski, or
Just
something
making
like
sure
that.
you're being clear with people that
Sorry, yeah.
I'm not a
You
Jew.
fucking Jew.
Ish person.
You're a Jewish person.
You're not a Jewish person, Kyle, but that's fine. Anyway, so that's the big news from fucking Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Which, have you ever seen basketball?
Oh, I've seen basketball. Basketball.
Basketball.
Basketball.
What's basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball.
I've seen it. For sure. It's a great movie.
It's a good one. That's before South Park.
I saw it on Crackle. Literally
I
for the
literally
first time
hate that
on
you
Crackle.
mentioned that.
I
hate
literally
that you
saw it on
mentioned fucking
Crackle when I got my
I don't like
PS3.
it.
No, I got
I'm
a PS3.
over here in peace listening to a dog bark in the distance, and I hear the word Crackle go into my ears.
I
and
watched
I'm a
Joe
little bit
Dirt
of-
2 on Crackle.
Yeah, I got a
Really?
PS3 in like 2010.
Joe
and it had
Dirt
Crackle on it.
Joe
It was
Dirt 2
free.
premiered on Crackle. You could only watch Joe Dirt 2
Why is-
on Crackle.
But there's a lot of things. Isn't like The Office now on Crackle?
Sports Jeopardy.
Dude,
What
there's
the
some
fuck is
dumb
Sports
shit
Jeopardy?
on
It's
Crackle.
in its name.
Really?
Sports Jeopardy.
It's just sports, like the category.
Jeopardy.
Yeah, but that shit came out so long ago and it was
That doesn't
free.
even
It's always
sound
free.
good,
So
man.
you never had to pay for it.
Yeah, Crackle was free, but
Yeah, I got it on PS.
Crackle was crack.
Crackle was crap.
Crap, should I say.
It just had shitty movies on it.
It's a shitty fucking movie. That's why it's crack.
And free.
What?
It's free.
No fucking way.
Crackle's free.
Crackle was
Crackle's
free.
free.
Crackle the movie streaming
What?
is free.
What the
Yeah.
absolute?
Yeah, you
hell?
don't pay for
I'm
it.
pretty sure- yeah.
No, yeah, you don't pay for it. You don't even have to have
It's
a
just like
membership.
Voodoo.
No, you just click on it and literally movies just pop
Or
up and you just
Voo-
watch
Voo-
whatever
yeah,
you want,
Voo.
whatever's on there. Pineapple
You guys are
Express.
fucking blowing my
Pineapple
fucking mind
Express
right
was
now.
on there.
You know, you guys are blowing my mind.
You've never spent much time on Crackle then.
I never spent any time on Crackle.
No way.
Literally haven't spent any time on Crackle.
You ever seen Crackle?
I'm pretty sure if anyone,
I've seen Crackles
I'm pretty
before,
sure
but I
if
haven't seen
anybody
Seen the
here,
app Crackle?
if anyone's here that's
Never
spent
seen
a
it.
lot of time on Crackle, we all know it's gonna be Brant.
It's literally going to be the guy
Dude,
that's
I'm
in
telling you,
Crackle,
I was
Brantley,
like
yeah.
2010
Crackle
to
is the twisted
2012. I had a
tease
PS.
of streaming services.
Hey, Brantley, have you ever been scared of the dark?
Yeah, for sure. I hate
Did you
the
ever
dark.
think about like monsters and stuff coming at you?
No, not monsters.
Like
Not
Dracula,
monsters.
perhaps?
I thought about like people breaking in, shit like that. Like I thought about like the real world.
But
shit.
not anything like
monsters.
Dracula, Frankenstein, or the Mummy.
I lived in the woods, and so we had like different types.
So
of
not the
fears. werewolf. No, not a fucking werewolf.
You
My
weren't scared
grandpa
of
used to
any
just scare the
supernatural
shit out of me
creatures?
in the dark, no matter what. He would always try to scare me in the dark.
What about King Kong or Godzilla?
What about him?
Well, they're
Who do
continuing.
you think won?
They're continuing, aka the MonsterVerse is going to be continuing.
Yeah, you like these little hook, line, and sinkers?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Brantley?
I like them.
Bitch.
I mean, we're using you as content.
Yeah,
It's
good
fine.
for you.
We're using as a pawn to get to the next segment.
So your grandpa used to scare you at night?
Fucking bad. He'd be like, "There's a solar eclipse coming." He'd make me sit on
No.
the four-wheeler.
It wasn't that. It was.
I swear to
Solar
God.
He would wake up
eclipse
like,
is
Grandpa,
coming.
why are you in bed with me? Grandpa,
No,
your
no,
bed's,
no, wait.
your
I
bed's
swear.
downstairs.
We'd sit on the four-wheelers, like out in the woods,
Yeah.
like up on the, like a hill. He'd be like, "Watch it." It'd really be some shit, like you watching it, and he would just sneak out of the woods.
I'll
from
watch the
nowhere.
news and I'll see
all
it.
the
He'd take
time.
Brantley out to the middle of the woods.
No, my
and
grandpa
just
was cool as
bolt and
dude.
leave him out there and go,
Dick.
fend for yourself, fucker.
Just leave me out there.
That's-
He
that's-
did. He would make us go
That's
hunting.
insane.
He would make me and my sisters go hunting on like Saturday morning, so he'd just get drunk and watch NASCAR. He'd give us a walkie-talkie that like you go really far with.
He'd give you that shirt.
He actually has
I
some.
was about to say the same shit. Hey, you guys don't know, but Brantley's wearing a fucking NASCAR shirt, like
Wearing a
straight out of
NASCAR
fucking Talladega Nights.
Yep. Well,
Dude.
one day this will be a video podcast.
I got some shorts coming in the
One day
mail
you will be able to see what
that say
Brandon's wearing.
that look. They're Nike basketball shorts, right?
Go on.
And they have Prestige Worldwide right here with the logo from Step Brothers.
You just really love Will Ferrell, don't you?
No, my sister got them for me. They're pretty funny too. I thought that was pretty funny.
God, that's hilarious.
Who doesn't like Will Ferrell?
But back on track. Yeah, King Kong and Godzilla. Well, you know how they fought each other in
Yeah.
what, March? They fought each other.
In
Yeah.
March with Mechagodzilla, which
What'd you think of that movie?
see, I was a little bit fucking confused. I had to like research afterwards. I had no fucking idea that fucking Rodin, right? The fucking like not Rodin, King Ghidorah was actually controlling Mechagodzilla the whole time.
It wasn't.
Yeah, and it was weird.
That did not have fucking.
It was
I
weird.
haven't
Well,
seen
it
it,
was
so I was
weird.
talking about this
It was
on
weird
I'm
because
about to look up
the
clips.
thing, if you
Go ahead.
remember the movie at all, like what they used to like control it wasn't its
Yeah.
brain; it was a skull.
Yeah,
So they plugged into bone, and
Yeah.
that controlled it.
yeah,
I think it would have been more
What was
makes sense
the
if
name
you
of the
plugged
movie?
into like maybe a
Godzilla
brain
Mecha?
instead
yeah.
of
And
bone.
it explained it,
Was
but
it
then
King
you
Kong
had
he's
the
on
dude
to?
that's like controlling it. Remember?
Yeah.
And I thought the whole entire time this motherfucker's just in there controlling it.
No.
No,
Power
it was
Rangers.
literally
They did.
just it wasn't like fucking Power Rangers. I did not see Ivan Ooze. Disappointed.
You don't think it was a power? There wasn't a Power Ranger angle with that. He wasn't inside.
I didn't see Ivan Ooze.
Transforming town.
I didn't see Ivan Ooze.
No.
Did you see Ivan Ooze?
Huh?
I didn't see Ivan Ooze. We interrupt this program to bring you a ad.
It's not working.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have Brand. this is our, or Richard, this is our first episode. We don't have ads, but had we had ads, we would have been sponsored by probably some underwear company.
What, Manscaped?
Or some VPN company.
Yeah, probably like NordVPN.
We're going for Twisted Tea sponsors.
Brandy's going for an individual Twisted Tea sponsorship.
I'll put y'all on.
All right, thank you.
Free cans.
But yeah, like NordVPN, please, if you're listening, sponsor us. Even though I don't like your product at all because you're just Nord.
We're not getting it now. We're not getting it now, Richard.
Fine.
What do you need a VPN for?
You make viruses and shit like that. Yeah, who the fuck? Why the fuck?
There goes that chance. There goes that chance.
Why do you have a VPN?
If you need a fucking VPN on the goddamn internet, motherfucker, what the fuck are you searching up? Are you so scared?
Well,
about?
you could be streaming in a different country.
Who cares?
No.
You can.
All the people, right, that want to like,
you have a VPN code?
that want to stream
like a
to
Chatterbait
different
VPN?
countries.
No, I don't have a VPN.
They just want to
for
stream to
anything.
America because we have the best Netflix program, apparently.
We have the best Netflix program?
We have the best Netflix
I wonder what the
program.
Philippines have on Netflix.
Possibly shitty. Australians is shitty.
Do you think
Australians.
they have anything?
They do.
they
It's
have
just
tons.
really shitty.
They have different. No, they have different stuff. So like in Netflix, you can get Rick and Morty from the debut in Australia on Netflix. So they get stuff that we don't get, or they have different licensing deals.
Well, that's just because we have to go through like Hulu.
Brains
for
and
that.
Shooter at
Yeah.
the game?
Yeah, they have just different deals. I know their Disney Plus. They have like a Star. They have different stuff
Channel
on Disney Plus. They have
69
more
just
Fox
went off.
stuff. So what we got next? So yeah, King Kong versus Godzilla. That was a hit. People watched it, made money. They said that they were going to end the franchise after that because you had Godzilla, King of the Monsters. You had Kong,
Well, they
Skull
really-
Island. Then you had this versus movie, and they said that was it. But it made too much money, so now they're going to do another one.
It's not only just that though. It's that Toho wants to just own Godzilla. They don't want him to be in anything else.
They had Well, they just do their own thing. They let
They-
American Godzilla
have
be
you
American
seen Shin
Godzilla, and
Godzilla?
I had
Shin
Shin Godzilla.
Godzilla's fantastic. There's a Godzilla.
I bought
freaking,
Shin
like,
Godzilla for
animated
$3
movie.
the other day.
Did you
What?
watch the Godzilla
I bought
movie?
Shin Godzilla for $3 the other day.
Is that the movie?
It was
One
like
of these days, I want to be associated with a website that's known for things
What sort of things?
like sailing on the high seas.
yeah.
Don't you?
Want to be on a website for selling on the high seas?
Yeah, sailing on the high seas.
All right, let's go sail.
All right, that sounds perfect.
What we got
So-
next on the list? What's the next on our news rundown?
Well, I would like to talk about first that Shang-Li Legend of the Ten Rings movie,
Yeah.
the new Marvel one.
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi.
Y'all need to catch me up. This is where I show.
Where the fuck did that fucking movie come from? In fact, where did that character come from?
Oh,
Because
he's
I know
been
for
he's been in comics for a long
I know he's
time.
been in comics for a long time, and I know his he was supposed to be in Iron Man 3, the Mandarin, right?
His father is the real Mandarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
I'm
villain
wondering
of Iron
how
Man
they're-
3.
Thank you for that. I'm wondering how he just threw something at me. I'm wondering how they're going to tie that in to the franchises.
I don't know, but
Well,
in the
what's
trailers, Abomination, the villain from the Ed Norton Hulk,
Yeah.
he's in that fighting. God, his name's escaping me, but it's Doctor Strange's sidekick, Wong.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's fighting that. So they're going back. They're gonna tie back. I mean, Marvel always does that. They've never let any character just disappear. There's always a little corner. They're always existing in some sort of corner of the universe. Like they're bringing back that General Ross guy from the Hulk. So they probably could bring back the Iron Man 3 storyline, talking about how there was some fake Mandarin or something. Because
How are they going to get Ben Kingsley to come back for that?
I think storyline wise he's in prison. But I doubt. I mean, you probably don't even need it. You don't
He was
need
just
him
an
coming
actor,
back.
though.
Yeah, it was just like a red herring. Like,
He was just an actor.
yeah, it was a fake. Yeah, and people were pissed off when that movie came out.
Yeah,
though.
because they actually really wanted the
They
Mandarin.
wanted the real Mandarin, which is
Oh.
Iron Man's big villains, and then they got Ben Kingsley, which was, I mean, I guess they applaud them for doing a swerve, but
For
well, now you're
literally
getting it.
fucking over.
for those
yeah.
people that wanted to get the Mandarin, you're getting it now. And Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, and the Ten Rings.
And with 10 rings.
Yeah, no Legend of the.
Well, thank you for clarifying that because I honestly watched the trailer and I was like, "What the fuck is this garbage?" It looks like another Marvel thing that's just going to be released on Disney Plus, and I want to have to pay $40 for it.
It just looks like more lately what if Marvel's been doing is just the shooting of the energy. Like you had Scarlet Witch, all she did was shoot energy from her hands, and so did Loki energy from the hands, and all he does is just put 10 rings on and does the energy from the hands. Captain Marvel, energy from the hands. So there's not a Marvel movie that really interests me pretty much until this December, which is Spider-Man No Way From Home. I'm hoping for that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield cameo.
All I care about is Tobey at this point.
They say it's not going to be a cameo. They say that they're the co-leads once they're in it. Who knows? I'm not going to predict anything and be wildly wrong, but everything looks like they're going to be in that movie.
Okay. The next topic I have on hand is the future of the studio A24. Did you know recently they've been acquired for a $3 billion buyout?
No, I didn't.
They're trying to get a company to buy them out for
they're looking to get
$3 billion.
They're making good movies.
I mean,
they make damn good movies.
You got Uncut Gems. You got The Lighthouse. You got
Hereditary.
You got Witch.
Hereditary.
Midsummer. The list is keeping going. We got Lamb in October. They're continually making The Green Knight. They're continually making great films that are succeeding. But what happens if they get bought out and you lose that edge?
That's why they shouldn't get bought out. Don't sell.
Yeah. You're making bank after bank after bank, even though you don't think you are. Because more people are starting to like your name and brand.
Florida Project was A24, right?
I think so, yeah.
It's a good movie.
All shot on iPhone, right?
Are there any bad A24 movies?
There possibly. I mean, you have to start somewhere. I think their first movie was Spring Breakers, but that's a good film.
Never seen
James Franco?
Yeah,
when he tried to act like Riff Raff?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He was basically Riff Raff.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a good movie, though.
He got all the planes.
Is that your Riff Raff?
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
That ain't Riff Raff. That's fucking Lil Jon.
What the fuck is that?
He sound like Weasel.
That's James Franco and...
That's James Franco and what?
Spring Breakers.
Yeah? That?
Yeah.
Sounds like fucking Cousin Ed. From the Addams Family?
That dude, the Addams Family on VHS. I used to watch that every day after school. When,
Seriously?
5th grade, I swear.
That's
it's the only movie I had in VHS, and we lived in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, my VHS movie was The
Are you
Wizard
really
of
excited
Oz.
for the animated sequel?
The Addams Family?
Yeah, they made
Have you seen the first animated sequel to the Addams Family?
Nope.
So I'm sure you're really excited for the second.
I just like the original one.
Addams
I've seen
Family.
the original one so many times.
Did you not see Addams Family Values?
Probably
Yes. Of course I saw that. Is that not the one where Wednesday Addams is a Native American?
That's true. She is Pocahontas.
That would never be made these days.
No, in fact.
A white person dressed as a Native
Racist.
American.
Well, like a white pasty girl dressed as a Native American.
The goth girl.
While burning a white woman
A
at
vampire
the stake. Yeah, pretty crazy movie to be released in those days. But yeah, A24, they're looking to be bought out, but they have so much more potential. I was saying earlier that they have that nightmare comedy horror film with the director of Hereditary and Midsummer. And that's going to star Joaquin Phoenix.
But that's their biggest budget ever.
5-hour nightmare comedy? Yeah, that's going to cost a lot of fucking money.
His name is Ari Aster.
Ari Aster, who did that short film. Have you seen his short film?
No, but
we can watch it later so you can fucking understand. What's wrong with the Joneses or something?
Yeah,
it's incredible and it really shows his directing abilities. That scene in Hereditary and Midsummer.
Well, Midsummer and Hereditary has sold me on it, so I'm watching whatever he puts out next, regardless of whether it's shit. But I'm excited about the comedy part about it.
Nightmare comedy, yeah.
I want to see
nightmare horror comedy. It's going to be absolutely just
it's gonna be like Krampus.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like Krampus. I hope not.
You like Krampus?
Krampus was such a weird. I'm happy they did puppets with Krampus. It had puppets in it. It was puppetry. and I like that.
You like a good puppet?
By the way, did you know that Labyrinth is hosting its 35th anniversary and it's back in theaters?
You like a good puppet?
I literally like a good puppet.
Yeah, puppets are cool.
Puppets are freaking awesome. I don't know why we don't use them more.
Nah, puppets are used a lot.
Puppets are useless.
They're making a Pinocchio reboot.
That's a real fucking boy, Kyle.
That's a real boy.
That's a real boy, Kyle.
Well, eventually he is.
Anyway, speaking of my favorite puppet in Hollywood, Clint Eastwood is doing another movie at
Favorite
91.
puppet in Hollywood? You think he...
My favorite puppet in Hollywood, Clint Eastwood, turning 91 and doing a movie.
Oldest puppy with...
How's he a puppet?
Puppywood. I
What
don't
kind
know.
of puppy?
The
What's
oldest-
your favorite?
It was
what's
a
your
segue.
favorite puppy?
It's
The oldest
my favorite
puppet of the
puppy?
Hollywood system. They've been dancing with that guy pulling his strings for 91 years.
You don't have one. You don't love puppies.
Puppets.
Puppies are really fucking annoying if we're going to be real. It's like taking care of a baby, you know?
It
Like they're just
sucks. I hate
they're just
puppies.
yeah, they're cute.
So that makes up for being a handful.
My problem is I've
Same
seen
with
litters. I hate
babies, I
litters.
guess.
One puppy's cool.
See, kittens
Hey,
are awesome.
You know who's not a
Suck.
puppy? Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is a grown-ass adult man who's
He's more than a grown ass.
most likely going to die as soon as he gets his fucking Oscar
I thought he was
for this
dead.
movie. You did thought he was dead.
Yeah, Brantley said
Yeah.
before the show that he thought Clint Eastwood was dead.
And that's incredible.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's this movie about?
That's that's why we keep him around on this hard-hitting, informative film, TV show. The guy that thought Clint Eastwood was dead.
Boom.
Boom, shakalaka.
Boom.
No, but in the trailer, he punches a dude in the face.
Yeah, because he's the director. He can he can show himself being a strong 91-year-old.
He's gonna look like Robert De Niro in The Irishman, kicking that one dude in the curb, going. It's like a little. It look like a little dance kick.
See, if we're going to be talking about The Irishman, we have to talk about the horrible CGI that's in The Irishman.
Well, yeah, that's why
Yeah.
they've made a young Robert De Niro kicking a guy, but it was kicking a guy like a current Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, so the movie, what is he doing? He's taking a young man
Macho.
from Mexico.
I saw a little Dwight Yoakam appearance in that too.
Really?
That was the guy.
I didn't watch the trailer.
You didn't watch the trailer?
Did not watch the trailer. I read about it. I read about the movie.
We're trying to run a well-oiled machine here, and no one's watching the trailer.
We have Brantley here to take
Brantley
up
watched
the
the trailer.
slack.
Brantley, please tell us what that you saw about this trailer.
What trailer?
Cry Macho.
No, I didn't see it. I haven't seen the trailer.
Anyway, so it's about an old rodeo star,
An
Brantley.
old rodeo star goes across the border to rescue his friend's son,
Exactly.
and along the way, it's a journey. It's a character
He makes it
journey.
about a Mexican kid.
He teaches the boy why
Maybe.
it's not always the great choice to be macho.
Which is exactly a reversal from his goddamn movie Gran Torino.
Which is a goddamn reversal of his
Gran
entire
Turismo.
career, pretty much.
Smuggler.
But watching the trailer, and
Yes,
you-
he's smuggling.
neither of y'all have
Back to
seen
the
the
US.
movie, but in the trailer, I mean, I guess I could have said this about the mule, but it almost seems like his swan song because he's talking about how like I've been macho my whole life, and it's not the great way to do things. And then the little Mexican kid's like, "You're not as macho as you say you are. You've got a heart. You're a real boy."
You're a real boy.
You got a heart.
Yeah,
You're a
fucking
real
Clint Eastwood.
boy.
You're not a
boy.
puppet, Clint Eastwood. You're a real boy.
You're not a puppet like me. You're a real boy.
But it'll be good. Clint Eastwood make bad movies. I guess he did make Trouble with the Curve with Justin Timberlake.
Trouble with the curve. Justin Timberlake. That movie was fucking something.
Oh, it's a good baseball
It's a
flick.
good baseball.
It's
film.
all right. It's not Clint Eastwood at his
Got
best.
JT out there.
Speaking of Clint Eastwood at his best, he's at his best when he's not directing the Exorcist reboot.
Oh, that would be David Gordon Green, Richard.
All right, see, that's not Clint Eastwood, like I told you.
You're
it.
king of the segues.
But the thing is,
Like we literally are recording this on a Segway right now.
But what's up with the Exorcist reboot if they already rebooted the series with a TV
Let me give you
show?
Okay.
What's up with that?
They said, fuck the TV show, no one watched that TV show. They said, fuck the sequels because the sequels to The Exorcist suck.
Hey!
The Exorcist is good.
Hey!
Okay, Exorcist 3 is good. Exorcist
That's
3 is
it.
good.
That's
okay.
what I wanted to
Exorcist 3 is good. That is a good movie. And it's the dude from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest that's in it. I don't remember his name, but he's in it and he's good. But they saw Jason Blum, who's took in Blumhouse to make him. Remember when Blumhouse was making shitty movies, and now they're making like good movies?
Yeah.
So Jason Blum was like, damn, we made money off of Halloween. Let's get the same exact people and apply that same exact concept to The Exorcist. They're even bringing Ellen Burstyn back, the mom
Really,
from The Exorcist.
They're bringing her.
She's back and the same character. Yep.
Well, what about
Make sure I'm saying this right, but yeah, let me check my trusty laptop. But Ellen Burt, yeah.
what about the girl who like went crazy and just like did a shit ton?
Oh, Linda
like,
Blair.
Is she coming back? Is Linda Blair coming back? Even though like she became she became what Carrie Fisher was supposed to become.
Oh, you mean you wanted to see her boobs?
That's it. That's it.
And
you did.
Richie for
And you did.
Richie for the titty. No. Yeah, no. I would be surprised if they brought back Linda Blair.
See, that's the thing though, because she made a horrible mistake with her career and her life choices. Apparently,
We're talking about her right now.
That's all I'm saying.
We're talking about her right now.
We're really talking about her in
She's
the context
relevant
of The
to you.
Exorcist, right? It's like talking about, The Shining. Sooner or later, you got to talk about Shelley Duvall, all right?
Ooh.
And then you have to talk about Popeye.
I love Shelley. Hey, I love Popeye.
Popeye's great.
Popeye's a good movie.
Popeye's a great movie.
That's a really good movie.
Shot in the same year as The Shining.
How did we go from The Exorcist to Popeye?
Well, because I'm waiting for you to look up stuff about Linda Blair or her mother in the movie.
Oh, I can
The
look up some
Exorcist.
stuff about Linda Blair.
You cannot look up anything about. Actually, I thought she was dead.
Ellen.
You thought she was dead? That's your Clint Eastwood?
Ellen
That's your Clint
Burstyn.
Eastwood, Richie?
Here we go. From ScreenRant.com, Exorcist Reboot Trilogy's first film has an October 2023 release date. It's going to be connected to the 1973 original film by the same name, won 2 Oscars, and Ellen Burstyn
I have 2 beers
will
open.
be coming back, but it's going to be a trilogy, so they've already given them the green light for the whole trilogy. 2 more movies.
What?
Wait,
What?
seriously?
We're getting 3 more Exorcist movies.
Let's go.
We're getting 3 more Exorcist films.
Yep.
Are they going to be done
Did you
in the
want
same
3
way?
more Exorcist
Well,
films?
now they're done in the same way as James Wan's Insidious and the Conjuring series are. I like James Wan, don't get me wrong, but
David Gordon
I
Green.
literally-
old school
David
scary
Gordon
movies
Green and
that
Danny
were scary.
McBride. Same people that brought you
and I love
Eastbound and
Halloween.
Down.
I love Halloween.
Same people that brought you Eastbound and Down are bringing you The Exorcist
I mean, that sounds good.
and Halloween, and they've done so
That sounds good.
far so good.
As
with
long as it's
Halloween.
not James Wan, The Conjuring. Do you like The Conjuring series?
Conjuring's good.
Seriously?
You don't like them?
No, I think they're basic and cheap.
No, the first one's pretty good.
No.
First one's pretty good.
I don't think any of them are good.
First one's good.
Don't think any of them are good.
Yeah.
I'm be real with you.
First one's good.
I can watch the first one and be bored.
First one's you like the Insidious series?
No.
I'm not
You have a
into
thing
the
against
whole
Patrick-
super...
I
You have a thing against Patrick Wilson?
No, because I love Watchmen.
I like real shit.
You don't like ghosts?
Real scary shit. No, it's ghost shit. It's cool shit.
That's not real though.
But
See,
like,
Insidious made me laugh because it was they fucking played that Tiny Tim song. And I wasn't scared. I fucking love Tiny Tim.
I like the first Conjuring and I like the first 2
Sing it.
Insidiouses.
Tiptoe into the tiptoe through the flowers with me.
Yeah, but
I
that
love
song
Tiny
is
Tim.
like-
Damn, I think Darth Maul just appeared behind you.
yeah, but I
saying
feel like that
Yeah?
song is always
That's what the
associated
villain
with
looks
things.
That's exactly that's what he looks like.
just like Darth Maul. But so you don't like any of the Conjuring
I don't
movies.
like any of the Conjuring.
But you love Annabelle.
You like
No.
Annabelle?
don't like Annabelle.
Annabelle's alright. It's
I
kind of
didn't
sketchy.
understand the story that they were leaving because they somehow introduced love. Fucking, I can't say her name. La Llorona.
La Llorona.
I can't say it because I'm
La
like,
Llorona, the
I'm
spirit that
not,
threw the
I'm not
mommy.
drunk enough to speak in that language right now.
I've only heard
You
you
speak
crack
Latin?
open 1 beer.
Exactly.
I think
Sweet.
I think we need a Ricky chug right here.
I had a 6-pack and I have 4.
I said we don't.
5
We're
left.
not carrying on this conversation until we hear another crack of your beer.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll do that in just a second.
How many more topics news do we have?
But
We got a couple more topics I think before we get to the Suicide Squad.
we just have things.
like things.
Have you ever heard of a guy who does puppets?
Puppet Master?
He's a puppet master.
The Master of Puppets.
He's been working on like a fucking movie for like 30 fucking years. Mad God.
How long is this movie?
I think it's just the puppetry that's
Oh yeah, it takes forever. Each
What
movie.
about Mad God?
mad God.
I'm blanking on the dude's name.
You know what the
So-
best puppetry movie ever is?
He did stuff for Star Wars and for Jurassic Park. What's the best fucking puppet movie ever?
Team America.
Mad God.
That's true.
It already came out.
That's the best puppet
that's
movie
true.
ever.
Mad God came out in 2013. You talking about? You looking for
It's a
Mad
short
God
film.
Part 2?
It's a short film. No, it's a short film. He's actually releasing the full version.
Oh, it
later
says it's
on.
coming out this year.
Yeah, he's releasing the full version this year. That's a short film to gain
Stop
hype
motion.
for it. Yes.
I do love me I love me some Coraline. So you got me on.
Making up a song about Coraline. Anyway, so yeah, that's a great segue back to Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who did Team America World Police. That's the full thing.
That's the best,
And
one of the
then-
greatest movies ever.
But that led
Ricky does like him some puppets.
to them learning about the dude from Avenue Q, a musical which involves more fucking puppets. All right, and he helped them with that movie, and then they were like, "We can write a musical with you," and that led to the Book of Mormon.
Where does Clint Eastwood come in on this?
Clint Eastwood comes in and he's old as hell.
The
What
Book
you say?
of Mormon.
He's a puppet.
Oh my god. Is it weird that my whole family converted to Mormonism?
And
at, like,
I think
one
I
point?
find it more odd that they converted and then
Didn't stick with it?
what's the opposite of not converting and reconvert back? They converted back.
Look, my whole family besides
They
I don't
deconverted.
know.
dude, I never confirmed nothing. Never even went to church once with them. Like I went to my dad's, there were the baptisms, but that's it. But like they all became Mormons at like one time. It was the sketchiest thing.
And then they were Mormons for 2 years and then they stopped.
Literally, Kyle balled with us. Balled with the Mormons.
I love them.
They could ball.
They're good.
Did you watch the new Ghostbusters trailer?
Oh,
It's Kyle's movie.
I know, it's my movie too.
he's in New York. We're in New York. He's a sailor. Just get him laid.
Let's get him laid, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yes.
Bill Murray
Yes.
in
I
this one
did
for
see the
sure?
new thing. I don't have any
Bill
concerns
Murray's in
because oh god, yeah, of course he's in it.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
but I wouldn't be excited for it if he wasn't in it.
And then you hear
The
Dan
girls
Aykroyd.
Ghostbusters, the fucking female Ghostbusters
but
ruined that.
the trailer looks good. It
Yeah.
pulls on all the nostalgic little heartstrings you want to see. You see all the monsters you want to see. You see all the it hits all the
It
the
hits
beats.
all the nostalgia notes that you need.
But so I was like, it's like it doesn't look
I'm getting
funny.
drunk,
But I was like,
man.
I'm sure it's going to be funny. It just looks obviously like Stranger Things meets Ghostbusters, pretty much. But which is not a bad idea, I guess. But it's
But at the end of the trailer, what do you see?
you see.
Ray's a Cold Store, baby.
Yep.
The fucking iconic Ray's a Cold Store.
Yep.
And you hear Dan Aykroyd's fucking voice, and you can fucking picture his goddamn penis nose.
Yeah. We're closed.
We're closed. We're out of here.
And that was it. So yeah, and I guess I don't know. I guess spoiler alert. I guess we should always say spoiler alert on this shit because I always read this stuff. They've released the toys to the movie, and the toys to the movie. They've released a line of the toys with all the old people back in there. So my hopes are that they won't just be like the little stupid roles they were in the 2016 Ghostbusters, which 2016 was a bad year for movies because we're going to talk about the 2016 Suicide Squad, and now we're talking about 2016 Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
The 2016 Ghostbusters was disgusting.
It was horrible.
It was
disgusting. Why are these?
So
Beautiful
they're not going to be like that.
women
So
draped in
I think we
brown.
might actually get the original Ghostbusters in the Ghostbusters attire again, and that's all I kind of want to see. That's kind of all I want to see. I would like to see maybe Bill Murray crack some
Are you
jokes.
a child?
But
I'm a child.
All right. I think we're going to see them all in the costumes, apparently. If that's a spoiler, that we're going to see them in the costumes. Is that even empty?
hey, by the way, that's the microphone. So if you keep throwing stuff at the microphone and hitting it,
You can tell he's like getting drunker and like him because he's like looking at
mad
you
at
and he's
me.
like in the middle of a podcast. He's looking
Just
at
yelled
you
at me.
and he's like, by the way, there's a fucking microphone right there, bud. In the middle of a podcast.
we're trying to produce some content here.
I
This
know.
boy's tapping the mic.
It's so
I did it once. I
fucking
threw
funny.
the paper there. My
It's
bad.
so fucking funny.
I threw a piece.
Well, that's
of
why we have to
cardboard
get the
there.
video in tow first because
Yeah, it's so
all of
hilarious.
it, there's a lot of references.
Because
and
there's like
stuff you weren't gonna get.
so much scolding happening that you guys cannot see, and I fucking love each part of it. And there's like little smiles, little giggles.
So
and
sorry,
someone's
but next
fucking
time
giving-
y'all
Back
have
to
to tell me.
Ghostbusters.
Like, y'all have to tell me about the beginning shit. before
Why?
the
It's
movie.
fucking hilarious.
Because all I
That's
did
why.
was watch the movie like that we were going to talk about today, and then y'all
That's
came here and
fine.
said shit. Nobody told me about the pointers. I was
Speaking
like, no
of-
way.
Really, you
Literally,
were-
I'm sitting here like Oh,
You know?
Are you
Like-
saying that you weren't you weren't told about
I'm
the
not
first part of the
informed
show?
with the DC Marvel universe. No, y'all told me.
Are you saying
nothing
we
about
set
the
you
first-
up for comedy?
Y'all said, "Oh, there's going to be a few news things."
What if we?
And
What if
nothing
we?
else. I was like, "What are they?"
What if
You're
we?
like, "You'll see."
What if we
And then
purposely?
I'm here
What if
and
we
I'm like-
purposely didn't tell you about this because we wanted you to not know what we're talking about?
Yeah, we want to experience you as you, not as someone
Brandon,
who's like us.
do you have any
Like us.
any deep thoughts on the Ghostbusters trailer?
No, I haven't seen it.
All right.
Anyway,
So yeah,
so speaking of why you're fucking here, Brantley.
should we just get into it?
I mean, back in 2016, a really shitty fucking movie called Suicide Squad released.
Brantley, so the Suicide Squad that you watched today had the Joker in it, right?
No, it did not.
The one that we watched did.
It did. It had the Joker.
It had the Joker. It had the fight where he's fighting with Batman on top of the car, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, definitely not. Not
There's
the one
two
we watched
Suicide
today.
Squad movies.
Yes.
Which one did you watch?
The first one. I mean, the second one. What do you mean? The one that just came out today. We were literally talking about it earlier. See, that's why Kyle's weasel.
He called you a weasel.
Why? Because I tried to trick him
Yeah,
thinking that
'cause
he
you
watched
tried
the
to trick
wrong
him.
Suicide
Anyway,
Squad
so
movie.
yeah,
That
so
was dumb. I
Brantley
knew I
watched
was
the wrong
watching.
Suicide
Dude, I
Squad.
actually got into that movie, but y'all get into y'all.
We're doing the episode on the 2016 Suicide Squad. That's
Yeah.
next week's episode. Is the new one.
There we go.
you said 2016, by the way.
Yeah, we're doing the 2016 one today.
2016, right?
Today.
now. I'm
Next-
not prepared.
The next episode is the 2000.
I'm literally not prepared.
I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
No one wants to see another podcast over the 2016 Suicide Squad.
Anyway, yeah, it's fucking 2021. It's June.
August.
I know.
It's August.
It's August. Where have you been, Richard?
It's August 6th.
You've been stuck in your cave.
It's August 6th, 2021, and here we are talking
Yeah.
about the
Are you sure
Suicide
it's
Squad.
are you guys sure it's not June?
Dude, it's August 6th, bro.
August 6th,
Swear
man.
to God, I just got done being abducted by aliens like not too long ago.
You got anally probed too many times.
No, that's a thing that doesn't happen.
That's a misconception.
You should have
That's a really like.
That's a
You're
whole...
So
being-
what happened when you got abducted?
Aliens
Richard?
really
Tell
hate that
me,
whole
Richard.
anal probe
He's being
misconception.
really fucking racist right now.
They don't like
You
that
know,
stereotype.
it's crazy.
I don't give a fuck about the extraterrestrials.
The aliens do
Alright,
not
that's
like
true.
the anal probe stereotype. In
You
fact,
come- I live in America, and that's all I can say.
So it's fucking August 6th. Fucking Suicide Squad has now been out for like a day.
yeah.
Good movie.
Oh.
Great
We're just
movie.
gonna go with whether it's just a
Great
good movie.
No, that movie was funny.
Did you-
It's quirky, but it's cool.
Brantley, in your own words,
Uh-huh.
tell everyone listening
Yeah.
the plot of the Suicide Squad.
The plot was
Get to the point, just short and simple.
so basically it's just that one guy. You
Okay.
got me on the thing.
Go.
It wasn't blood.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. All right, it's
No, he
about
was gonna call-
Bloodsport. Pretty much, his Bloodsport's daughter was going to get killed. He was the main one. He was the one that was going to lead the shit, obviously, from the beginning. And so basically, he just had to go there and destroy the thing. And then they found out about some other things, and they just ended it. They ended the things altogether.
What,
Everybody got free.
was Bloodsport the only character?
No, not at all.
What other characters did you see?
Is this elementary school? Are we going to talk about it as a group? Or are you trying to like quiz me right now, Miss?
What other characters did you
Well, we're
see in the
trying to
movie,
get-
Brandon?
What was your
Describe the
favorite
plot.
plot? What do you think of the movie? What was your plot?
I really
Plot. What was his plot? What did you see?
I really thought that the 2021 Suicide Squad. Bear with me. It was almost as if he sat down and watched the old Suicide Squad. We'll just call 2016. And was like, I'm gonna make a parody of that, but not I'm gonna make a parody of it. I'm gonna make it actually a good movie. He's like, they got some wacky characters. He's like,
What do you rate it?
He's like, I'm gonna get wackier characters, and I'm gonna make people even like fall in love with those characters, like Shark Dude or the Polka Dot Man. He's like, I'm gonna do it wackier. I'm gonna make it even a wackier concept where they have to go after Starro, even more over the top and ridiculous. But I'm gonna make it because I'm a good filmmaker. I'm not James Gunn, but because James Gunn's a pretty decent filmmaker for all we can tell so far, he was able to make a wackier movie, even more sentimental, even more fun, even more just on every level. That's what the 2016 movie should have been, and 2021 knocked it out of the park.
All right. Well, for me, it fucking felt like a goddamn Wes Anderson film. It just had the same type of quirky vibe to it. Like I was just watching like
It
a
had a
fucking
quirk. It had a quirk.
just like a perfect comedy film. didn't even have any. It didn't need to have any action in it.
Yeah.
It was just fucking hilarious.
Well, it's the cast
by itself.
It's
Yeah, they
the
were just
cast makes
really
it.
good.
Well, so I was thinking when we were sitting there, Brantley watched it by himself. Me and Richard saw it in the theater. So I'm sitting there next to Richard in the theater, and I'm thinking probably the first hour of that movie. So the movie gets to it from the get-go.
It's crazy how it starts because you think the one guy's definitely going to be like the hero,
when it starts up with the savant Michael Rooker
killing a fucking bird,
killing a bird with all his his ricochets and stuff, and you follow him, and then we won't spoil. I mean, spoilers. I guess we should have maybe said a little
who
good.
cares?
Spoilers. If you're
We'll
watching
release
it,
this
if
a
you're
couple
listening,
days
if you're
later.
listening to this, chances are you probably watched the movie and you're listening to this for the movie. So you starts off with him. And then he just ends up being a pansy ass and aborts ship and starts running back.
They blow his head off.
But then gives you this cool angle that there's actually a second team that you didn't hear anything about. And then the best part, one of the cool quirks of the movie is how it was almost chaptered with, they had like the writing in the scene, like it was like Operation Totenheim, and then it's like no, it went away, and then it changed to Harley. It's like that stuff was really creative.
That was really great and creative, which reminds me again of Wes
So that
Anderson.
first hour, they're in the beach and everything. I'm thinking, this is Tropic Thunder with superheroes or supervillains.
Basically,
It's Tropic Thunder.
it's Tropic Thunder.
I love
Tropic
it.
Thunder with
It's
villains?
Tropic Thunder. With the characters dying,
Tropic Thunder, no way.
Pete Davidson to get his face blown. It's Tropic Thunder with the shit going on.
With
in the
Danny
beginning.
McBride.
Tropic
And
Thunder.
this cast of characters that everyone's just like unlikable but also likable at the same time. It's Tropic Thunder with supervillains for the first half.
Well,
Because
it's like John Cena. He's playing a dude disguised as a dude, but dressed up like another dude, aka he's the villain in disguise, but he's there the whole time.
yeah,
Then you have a guy named Milton.
you got Milton. It's just So I think just from and then it just turns from Tropic Thunder, and then it's Tropic Thunder versus a kaiju, and
Literally
it's a big
versus a
star.
Godzilla,
Yeah, it's a big star.
Just a
starfish.
kaiju monster. It's a star fucking
A
fish.
space starfish from
They're
space.
literally killing Starmie from Pokemon.
How did you go?
I like how they went forward and went back to like the other characters and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, the
was good. I
structure
like
was
that.
structured well, where you see
And they'd be like 8
events
minutes
happen,
late-
and then
8
you go back,
minutes
and it
earlier.
catches back up with those events. Richard, what did you think of Harley Quinn in this movie compared to her
Harley
other
Quinn compared to every single other thing that
Harley
Harley
Margot
Quinn's
Robbie
a
has
badass.
done
as Harley Quinn? Yeah,
as Harley Quinn, best fucking character she's ever done.
Yeah.
As Harley
she's
Quinn.
good. She's
This,
good.
this Harley Quinn knocks everything away that I hate about Harley Quinn from the first Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey.
yeah.
She's always like the hero without being the hero.
Well, the thing is I think she's better when she's not the main character. She's better as a part.
Supporting character.
Yeah, because that's what she is.
And
but they still go hard with
and
it.
so-
Well,
supporting
she
Idris
just sells
Elba.
so much merchandise that Harley Quinn is almost sometimes not bigger than the Joker, but her own thing outside of him.
Harley
Oh
Quinn
yeah,
is
for sure. It's definitely her own thing.
definitely in
outside
this
of
day and age bigger than the Joker.
it. Oh yeah, for sure. She's
'Cause
definitely
right
her
now-
own.
I think they're toe to toe.
Every
Yeah,
right
white
now,
girl
all we
in middle
have
school has been Harley
It's
Quinn
the
for
Jared
how long?
Leto Joker.
yeah.
We don't have anything else.
We have Joaquin Phoenix, but like
But is Joaquin Phoenix the Joker though?
that's what they're hinting. Yeah, I know. That was like a
The
But this
Joker's
is by
the
far,
Joker's
I think so. I think
gangster,
I think the problem with she's no matter the movie or she is a good Harley Quinn. So the first one, she's not. The
no
weighs
other
down her
one. She
performance is
has-
that she's with
There's no
fucking
other
Jared
Harley
Leto
Quinn.
Joker, and being attached to the Jared Leto Joker makes her character pretty shitty, and just the movie by a whole is just shitty. So by osmosis, it's just a bad taste in your mouth. Now, Birds of Prey, they try to make her the main character, and they make her like almost too good, and that's not Harley Quinn. The Harley Quinn I think of is what she did in this movie is have sex with the guy and then turn around and shoot him in the chest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Harley Quinn. That's the Harley Quinn.
Literally fucks a dude, and then while he's explaining his evil plot, she's like, "Wait a minute, dude! like,
I'm evil, but I'm not that
you're going
evil.
to kill kids?
Yeah.
Like, fuck off!" That was an amazing scene.
So yeah,
It was fantastic.
I don't know if this is her last time playing Harley Quinn.
I don't think so.
No, definitely not. She's Harley
She's
Quinn.
literally Harley Quinn.
She's branded Harley Quinn.
In my eyes, she's Harley Quinn, even though she has like fucked up 2 movies. It wasn't her fault though. Those were all directors.
The performance
and
of Harley
fault.
Quinn is good. Yeah,
She's always been a good Harley Quinn.
She's always the best part of what she's been in.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was the best part in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
She was the best in Birds of Prey.
Yeah. And
I
then
heard, like,
she's
just
one
John
of,
Cena
and now
myself.
she's one of the best in this movie.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of one of the best, I thought the big standout character for me was Peacemaker and John Cena.
John
Peacemaker
Cena.
and John Cena.
John Cena knocked it out of the park, man.
Dude,
He
Like
did it
he
cool.
was acting. He was actually acting.
It's crazy to see John Cena
Right?
do good.
He was. I know.
He did good.
But
was-
This is
I
like
like it
John Cena in
because
the
when
Marines
he's
or
acting,
some shit.
his role in this is almost a parody of himself.
No, it
Yeah.
is. It literally
Yeah.
is.
It's
a parody
almost
of
a
himself.
parody
He's
of
still
himself.
a wrestler. It's funny. It's like you can't see John Cena any other way.
He was literally just a
But-
fucking the peacemaker,
But
right?
when he needed to get gritty and dirty at the end, when he's fighting with Rick
He's
Flag,
like, I will kill women,
it
children.
got serious.
He's
Yeah,
like, I will
it got
kill
serious as
men,
well.
women, and children
He
for
got
my
he,
country.
he did the whole spectrum of
Yeah, he just
acting.
literally was so for that woman, that one lady. What's her name in the office? The head one.
Waller
Waller. Yeah, he was so for her and getting the data and
Doing
not
the-
exposing.
Oh, yeah,
doing the
Played-
Liberty
Played
thing.
by
Liberty
Viola
thing.
Davis.
Yeah.
He was
Who-
all American. That's what he was.
That
was his
character
thing.
pisses me off so
He was
much.
all American. All American man.
That character has always pissed me off, man. And she plays it so well.
Do the
Woo! Another twisted tea. We got
drinking.
four
What
left.
is this?
Salty lady.
The
Four left
salty
in 12
lady.
pack.
So currently, right now, I
Made in Texas
Do
by
reviews.
Texans.
I'll give this
brewed and
box a
canned
10
by
out
the
of 10.
Martin House Brewery Company from Fort Worth, Texas.
Ooh, we're
A
doing
tart and refreshing gose.
Going with the Dallas thing.
Made in
Shout out to
Texas
people
by
on the can.
Texans. Martin House Brewing
Yeah,
Company.
who's on your Twisted Tea can?
Let's see who's on my twisted tea can.
It's pretty
I got
fucking
Brittany
tasty.
B and Jamie B from Howell, New Jersey.
Wow. So yeah, John Cena. So going into this, I knew, going into this, I knew that I think Warner Brothers and DC Comics were really high on the character because he's done all the marketing and all the the press tours as the character in the
Yeah.
costume, and they've greenlit and somehow surprisingly they must have filmed it right after this movie and it might as well was like we got the props, this is everything, let's just do it right now.
Mhm.
They've already filmed a Peacemaker TV show for HBO Max. And it's
Yeah.
already done. And I think it comes out beginning of next year. So they're high on the character. And
Because he's such a great character.
he is perfect
You know?
for that character.
And you can tell in the future there's going to be some Bloodsport versus Peacemaker fucking like movie or show even, but
Yeah.
probably movie, right? Because Idris Elba plays that part so well.
Yeah.
He plays with heart, plays with soul. He's a fucking literal badass who really, if you look at him throughout the movie, he doesn't really care that much until he gets to the bar scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the bar scene, he's like, all right, everyone's okay. We're all drinking together. You know, he has those pearly white teeth. He's just smiling the whole time.
Yeah, he's good. And this scary thing to think though is, and I could be wrong, but I know that James Gunn wanted Will Smith back as Deadshot from the first Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been in replacement for Idris Elba.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like this character much better than Will Smith's Deadshot.
No, you're
'Cause
never
you can
gonna
see the
get
same
it.
thing, daughter-father
Who's
thing.
the character I'm talking about? I'm sorry, guys.
Well, the thing is, you're never, ever going to see Will Smith in another movie again because he's been cucked by Jada Pinkett.
You think he's done?
He's got King Richard coming
Yeah,
out.
because I don't care.
you don't
Let
care?
me make the joke. Will Smith is a fucking cuck, all right? You're never going to see him make anything ever.
Whoa,
again.
you don't like seeing him on the
Why is he a
Red Table
cuck?
Talks? You don't like seeing the Red Table Talks with him and his
Hey, Richard.
children?
Will Smith is a cuck, bro. You can't respect a cuck, right?
You can't respect the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Not if he's the Fresh Prince of Cuck Air, you know what I'm saying?
You think he's a cuck?
No, but
I
seriously,
think he's
though,
just got his balls in a bag and he's done.
well, he does.
In
Basically.
a
Have you not
purse.
seen the interview?
It's not a Ziploc bag. It's
Have
a
you not
purse.
seen the interview?
No, she's got him in a Ziploc bag. Hiding them.
Did you see the interview?
No, what happened?
Go ahead and watch it.
He lets people fuck his wife?
So yeah, Idris Elba is he's for all intents and
I'm
purposes
down.
the main character of the movie, pretty much, or he's the vehicle that moves the character. He moves the movie forward.
Because he's the one with the plot to be there.
Yeah.
Even though everyone else probably has a plot to be there, he's the only person that's there for the plot.
Yeah. Well,
And then that's the thing that they show is like, That's my dad.
That's my dad.
Fuck
That's
you.
my dad. She was like, I'm so proud. And then literally they were like,
You didn't
fuck
like that part?
you.
I hate whenever like movies try and fake sympathy.
Have you ever seen
for
that
me.
movie though? Have you
Because I
ever seen that
remember,
movie?
and then it was only an hour before that they were like, "Fuck you, no fuck you."
Yeah,
You ever seen no? But I'm saying, you ever seen that meme where they're like, "Fuck you"?
Yeah.
That's what they looked like, and I was
Yeah,
literally
exactly.
laughing. I was like, "This is." I think that was the whole point of it, but
And that was the whole.
they were just trying to make it funny,
I
Yeah.
mean,
even though
I
it was
get
like
I get
dramatic,
it.
and that's why they like showed her at the end, like, "Oh, look,
He has to have
my
he
dad.
has to have
That's
some
my
sort of
daddy."
reason to go and fight this huge starfish.
Yeah, he does it because he has a fucking strong moral compass, even though he's a fucking villain.
He literally went and destroyed half a country to like make sure his daughter didn't go to jail for like a year, and she might have survived or not. They might
Yeah.
have killed her or not.
Okay,
She said she'll be tough. She's 16. She could have handled it. You didn't have to go tear a country down.
What'd you think of King Shark?
King Shark was the best
Kanye.
character. He teared me up when I thought he was dead. I was literally I like punched the
cute
cunt.
character.
Literally the cutest character besides the rat.
No, the rat was cool, but do you remember when
Sebastian?
he was about to eat the girl, the rat girl, and
Yeah.
they were like,
You like
"Put her
that
down."
character arc going from eating, about to eat her, and then she's sleeping on him.
She's sleeping on him at the end. He's like,
He
like,
tries
as
to
a
eat her when
huge
she's
shark,
asleep.
he's like,
And then-
Remember the starfish were trying to get on his face and
Yeah.
they couldn't because his face was so big. They were just like slopping off of him. He was just like,
Voiced by the one, the only,
Adrian!
Lord and Savior.
Sylvester
Sylvester
Stallone.
Stallone.
Yeah.
Literally the coolest dude ever. I mean, who else would voice the fucking shark? You know, like who else? It's like Vin
Sylvester
Diesel
Stallone.
doing Groot.
But he
Yeah,
said like
exactly.
13 words. The
Exactly.
shark said like maybe
It's
30 to
Sylvester
40
Stallone's
words the whole
group.
movie.
It's Sylvester Stallone's group.
Yeah.
Like, he's learning
But
Spanish.
he says more, and I probably cared more for King Shark than Groot.
Because Groot
Made by
only-
the same person though. Made by the same director.
That's just because Groot only has Groot, alright? King Shark has friend.
Oh, this is the part. This is the part.
See.
This is the part of.
See,
This is
like
part of the
he's
show.
learning Spanish.
This is part of the show where we educate
He's learning
Brantley.
Spanish.
This is the part of the show where we educate Brantley and tell him that you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, with Groot.
The same guy that made this movie.
Okay.
So that's
cool.
why he likes the big cast of the.
I like it. I like the
characters.
beginning. The beginning was kind of like dramatic and like you literally were confused.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's kind of like, but it was funny when they showed the other crew and you were like, what?
Well, I
the
knew it
fuck
would have
is
a
this?
high body count.
And they were like 3 days earlier.
Or high. Yeah.
Because like everybody just died. Everybody thought Weasel was dead. Weasel died. The first one.
Weasel died, man. He fucking drowned.
Weasel drowned. Then I think it was Pete Davidson just got his face blown
Oh,
off, which
Pete
was
Davidson.
I
Pete
love
Davidson.
seeing.
I like Pete
I know I
Davidson.
can't be the only one love seeing that happen.
But he was the
I
dickhead.
laughed.
Remember he put the
Oh, yeah,
toilet
that's
paper
great.
on the ground?
And then you had
Pete Davidson's trademark is him just being a
No,
fucking
just
like,
being a
a
dumbass.
dick
Dude.
because he's from New York. He can do that shit.
yeah.
His dad died in 9/11.
His dad died 9/11. and
You
now
can't
he's an
say
asshole.
anything to him. His dad died in 9/11.
I'm
Pete
a-
Davidson is the
I'm a
good
funny
guy.
asshole. And my dad died in 9/11. That is his shtick,
He's sticking to it.
and
Man.
he's sticking.
He literally
to
made
it.
a Hulu movie
He's sticking to his
out of
shtick.
being a kid from New York. and
The
his dad
king
died
of
in
Staten
9/11.
Island.
I've watched it. I've watched it. You've watched it too.
I have not.
You haven't
I
seen it?
just know about it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I watched it.
So King Shark, thumbs up. Is there any character that you didn't like? Even the silliest characters like Polka Dot Man.
Oh, Polka Dot Man came through. This was hilarious. His mom, everything turned into his mom. His mom, I was really like, that's hilarious.
Every single character in this movie had a point to it.
Yeah.
There was no wasted characters.
like the
Was not-
main characters,
even
like the
even
beginning
characters
characters.
that were on screen for a minute,
Yeah.
maybe 2 minutes, like Pete Davidson's characters. I think it was like the
They all had a
black guard. You still got you then went back like I think a couple days before then, and you kind of humanized them or gave them some character to where you know where they're gonna die, so it's even funnier when you know how they are.
Yeah.
It was
The detachable man.
the detachable kid.
Played by
The
Nathan
detachable
Fillion.
kid.
Yep.
Which, that's a callback to Firefly, if you really think about it.
Is it?
Yeah, because but detachable kid. You know what's that? Billy the Kid. You know, it's something exactly like that.
Oh, I've never seen
And
no
Firefly. Well, Firefly's a western. It's a western out in outer space.
Yeah.
So the name DDK, that's definitely something like a western
for a window
style
company called
style
DTK.
character.
Yeah.
I think so, at least.
And then, yeah. So you pretty much have Norman Bates as the Polka Dot Man.
Norman Bates.
It's Norman
he was
Bates,
like,
yeah.
hey, Norman Bates.
Yeah. Sylvester Stallone
Norman
as
Bates
King
is
Shark,
the creepiest
who
fucker in the world.
pulls at your heartstrings, and then he has his friends.
You know, he wouldn't even hurt a fly.
He stuffed his mom.
Well, he didn't stuff his
He
mom.
taxidermied her.
He just
Left her there.
he
Preserved
left her there.
Preserved
Just
her.
left
Yeah,
her there.
pretty much.
He left her there and was like, I want to keep on going in your existence because I'm now you, Mom.
You have Harley Quinn in her best role ever.
Creepiest shit I've ever watched.
Have Harley Quinn in her best role ever.
You seen Psycho?
I haven't seen Psycho, but I've seen Norman Bates.
Wait, what?
Bates Motel. I've watched that.
Oh, so you watched Bates Motel?
Yeah, I watched Bates Motel.
Okay.
What about Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag?
He's
Better than
He's in like almost everything now, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, I knew he was going to die. There's just no way he can come back. His schedule is stacked.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a stack sketch.
Which one's he?
Stacked sketch.
He was the guy he's the colonel.
Oh, the one that had the tooth? No, the Colonel.
The one
He's
that
the guy that led it.
really loved Harley Quinn and was like, oh my god, I need
He's
to
just the
rescue
guy-
Oh, you're
you,
talking about
dude.
dude that
He doesn't have any
died.
super yeah.
The one that
Peacemaker
John
kills him.
Cena kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So then you had that fight between them, which was a nice, because that's the one thing
Watching the heart.
that's the one thing that the 2016 Suicide
The
Squad
rat
didn't
collar saves
capitalize on is this is a team full of fucking villains. They're villains, so they're gonna screw each other. They're gonna have conflicts of interest, and
The Suicide Squad 2016 was like, we're all friends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Peacemaker, he stuck to his guns because that's who he is. He's liberty, peace, and he's like, we can't do this. This is not the mission we were on, and he
Yeah.
stuck to his guns.
It's pretty funny when they went in that
He was
jungle,
doing what he thought was the right thing.
Yeah.
when they went in the jungle and killed everybody, and it turned out to be like the actual people trying to help.
Again, that's another scene that the
That was
Peacemaker was.
hilarious
He was
scene.
like, "I will kill everyone, man,
Another scene
woman,
that
and
the
child." That's when he
Peacemaker
said
is
it.
the star of. Him and Bloodsport just having that competition where they're
Yeah.
Oh, they were
Incredible competition.
fucking people out. Blow dart hit the fan,
What was your favorite scene in the whole film?
and the whole film.
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Probably when he shot
What's
the.
yours?
No, honestly, I
Tell
know
me
mine.
yours while I
I know
think.
mine. I
My
know mine.
favorite scene was the bar scene.
The bar scene, that was a good one.
Seeing John Cena dance, seeing the
Yeah, dude, that was the most dad
In
moves in the world. He's like,
in his little tight little polo and his tight
little
shorts.
body.
that was the most dad.
Seeing the rat catcher dance, right?
Ratcatcher dance.
Seeing her
Yeah, what'd you
dance,
think? Yeah.
and then seeing the polka dot guy dance. He's like just fucking like
With,
freaking
yeah,
out,
with the
like,
camera spinning
going.
around him. He's Saturday
It
Night
was-
And
Fever
everybody
out
looked like
there.
his mom.
nice.
Everybody looked like his mom.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
that was probably the best running gag of the whole movie is his mom.
Yeah, that was
Popping up.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It was like a joke. It was funny.
It was
cool.
the best fucking joke. But that was the best scene in the whole film.
You thought the bar scene where
Yeah,
they're
I thought the
humanizing
best
everyone
scene-
and
yeah.
they're all. Yeah, that's way better because you remember there was a bar scene in 2016 one. That's
And they're
way.
just there.
Well, that's like I said. It's a parody. It's like, all right, you got a bar scene, I got a bar scene.
Yeah.
You get a window from a step, I get a window from a step. You get a clock radio. It's just yeah. And he's like, I'll do it better. I'll do it better. You have a ridiculous dumb villain at the end that no one's gonna like, and Cara Delevingne and her weird twitching body motions.
The fucking playing a witch.
I'll do a big ass Godzilla / Starfish character.
The starfish.
It's a
Star the Conqueror.
and I know I looked at you at the end of the credits. It said special thanks to these filmmakers.
David
The
Ayer.
first filmmaker on that credit is David Ayer, the director of the 2016 one. Do you think they were bound to have talked to each other a little bit?
Bound to like
They're
discuss like what the fuck.
Probably they're good buddies, and he probably actually maybe helped him out a little bit. Or James Gunn is a son of a bitch, and
Just decided to fuck with him.
yeah,
That's what I think.
he spited him.
My favorite scene was when Bloodsport fell through the floor. He went all the way down,
You like that?
and then they shot, and he was about to kill Rat Girl, and they just shot at each other. And it's like,
Who's
oh.
killing Rat Girl? John Cena?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember for the hard drive? For all the information?
Ratcatcher 2.
Ratcatcher 2.
Ratcatcher 2 because who's Ratcatcher 1?
Who's Ratcatcher 1, Richard?
Richard, who's Ratcatcher 1?
Ratcatcher one is Taika Waititi, which is the director of such film as Hunt for the Wilder People, all right, Eagle versus Shark, and my all-time favorite, What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, I thought he was going to say Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, I love him in Thor Ragnarok, and I love that he directed it, but still, you know my disdain for Marvel.
You know they're giving him a Star Wars.
They're giving him a Star Wars, and he's also doing Thor.
And Akira. Well, I think they canceled
They
that.
canceled Akira. It's now.
I read this. The
It's
only
now a
reason
Netflix
Taika Waititi
movie.
was able to do this movie is because they canceled Akira.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I loved Taka. He's incredible. He did Jojo Rabbit. He won the Oscar for...
I haven't seen Jojo Rabbit yet.
He won an Oscar for it, man. You should definitely check
There's
it
no
out.
reason why I shouldn't watch it, that's for sure.
It's a great movie. And I saw him in the flashback with the rat catcher chick, and I just started smiling.
Oh, that's a whole other thing.
I just started
Bloodsport and the
smiling.
rats and the rat catcher too.
That was funny.
That's a
was
good
amazing.
That
good
was funny.
storyline
That was
right
good,
there.
yeah.
Great storyline.
Somehow
They all started crying on the bus.
biggest badass. Somehow
Scared
a
of
rat.
rats.
They've humanized. You make, like you
They
said,
just humanized
you
me.
humanized the rats. You wanted to have a little rat in your lap while you watched that movie.
Yeah.
I wanted a little rat on my leg. I wanted to pet him. I watched that movie.
A lot of people after this movie were like, yeah, we can have a pet rat.
You think
I've
they're
had
gonna-
a pet rat.
We're gonna have a
for
rat.
3 years. They
We're
died.
gonna have a
3
rat
years.
phase. Everyone's gonna want a pet rat, and everyone's gonna name their rat Sebastian.
It's gonna be like fucking
And then we're
14-year-old
gonna have the
girls.
movie
that
Willard
want
in like a couple of years.
that. What movie? What is
Christopher
the movie
Glover will come
rated?
back.
What is
No,
the movie
I think they
rated?
should.
Is it rated R or
I think they should
PG-13?
put in Adam Driver.
Is the movie?
Adam Driver as Willard?
Yeah.
I could literally see that. Just a freaky looking fucking dude playing with rats?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Or
Or what?
it's Jason Statham as Willard, and he's afraid of rats, and it's a family comedy.
You lost me. I wanna
No?
be over you. Lost me. No, because Jason Statham just sticks to Guy Ritchie films.
He's a character actor. He could be
He
Willard.
sticks to Guy Ritchie films.
What about Miles Teller?
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan as Willard.
Michael B. Jordan?
As Willard.
Miles Teller for sure. Love to see that motherfucker tackle that shit after watching Whiplash.
What about Al Pacino? There are rats around here. Doing all these rats.
Gotta get my Dunkachino!
All these goddamn rats around here.
Dunkachino, man.
Woo! Are we forgetting any characters in that movie?
Did we forget any characters?
Milton.
Is it Milton?
You forgot Milton.
Milton.
They forgot about
Milton
Milton.
was the best dude.
They forgot about Milton.
Milton
too.
was the best
They
guy.
really forgot about Milton, man.
I
Literally
shit you
was
not.
the bus guy. and
I
he was
shit you
cool
not.
as
At
shit.
one point in the theater, I leaned over to Richard and I was like, honest to God, I forget how Milton even got part of the group. He was just like
He was the
drove
bus
them-
driver.
He
He was
just
the
drove.
bus driver.
And they
it-
just
yeah, he
killed all
drove
the
them
guards,
there,
and they're like,
and
"You're
then like
driving
from
us."
that point on, he just attached
He
himself.
was just literally there the whole
And then
time.
I leaned over to Richard. I was like,
Polka Dot
that
Man was
Milton
so
guy,
sad when he
he's
died.
still with the group, and he's
He's
got
still
stuff.
there.
Remember he
And
tried to
they're
get a
still doing
shotgun.
something, he's still like in the background, and then he just stands up and just gets shot up.
Remember he tried to get a shotgun out of the van. He was like, "No, give me that." That's why he got shot up.
That's why he got shot
Is
up.
Milton?
They should've
is
given him
Milton the
shotgun.
best character of the whole movie?
For sure.
He's
Weasel was the best character.
Milton is the
Weasel was
everyday
the best
hero.
character.
I think there's gonna be a hashtag Justice for Milton started.
I hope
No,
so.
justice for Weasel. Weasel
I
got
hope
lost
so.
in a jungle.
The
He
Weasel's
died
fine.
while
He's
everybody
literally
was
a
gone.
weasel, dude.
They saved the day, and Weasel woke up, and he was like, "What?"
Justice for
Milton.
Milton.
Justice for Milton.
I think it's Justice for Milton.
Justice for
I liked
Milton.
Milton.
Milton was a cool guy. He didn't want no harm.
He
He
didn't
just wanted to
deserve
help
that.
the Suicide Squad, and he did his job, and he sacrificed himself.
So,
Polka Dot blew the whole place up.
what'd you think of the giant starfish
It's funny.
Amazing.
as the final villain?
It
Just
wasn't a butthole.
Fucking fantastic.
It wasn't a butthole.
Well, it's shaped like a butthole, right?
You don't remember the beginning? He was
I
like,
do
he was
remember
like,
the
"It's a
butthole.
starfish
Yeah,
reference."
the
You
John
like that
Related
butthole
to a
joke, Brantley?
butthole.
That's a
Yeah,
good-
for sure. A starfish
Brantley
to a
liked the
butthole.
butthole.
Brantley likes the butthole.
That's Brantley's favorite scene is
For sure.
John Cena asking about the butthole.
Yeah.
That was
I think
pretty
I would
funny.
have to say one of my favorite scenes would probably be
I know my favorite
when they're
scene.
entering into like the good rebels of that
And
country.
they hit
and they
bullets.
just kill everyone.
Yeah.
And there's people naked. This dude just walks out drinking a cup of coffee with his dong hanging.
Oh,
They
yeah,
just-
seeing the dick and then the two tits.
and then John Cena on top
A dick and two
with a
tits.
little itty bitty blow
Amazing.
dart. And Bloodsport one upping. It's good. It's
That's a
good.
great.
Good scene. I think that's my favorite scene.
I wasn't-
Bloodsport hit the fucking fan and it fried the dude in the bathtub.
Yeah.
I wasn't
creative
bored throughout
kills.
the whole fucking
That was
film.
cool.
Creative kills. And so yeah.
I wasn't bored.
So what'd you think about the kaiju ending it?
The kaiju ending is just the most hilarious fucking bullshit you can fucking think of.
Yeah.
It's just pure absurdity to the point where you're lost just thinking, holy shit, what the fuck is happening? And then you remember as she's lifting up her goddamn fucking lantern thing, but there's rats in the fucking movie, and that's how they win.
Rats.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah, she
She's
literally
willing.
no, it was literally in the scene. She was like, he's like, I'm gonna save the day. She was like, well, what if the
She's
the
like,
rats
she's
save
like,
it?
they foreshadowed
literally-
that. They
yeah,
said,
they
she's
did.
like, she's like, I'm gonna have to save your life.
No, yeah, literally, she was like,
With
I'm gonna have
these
to save your
motherfucking
life.
rats.
And literally, she saved his life with the rats.
That's why
And that
he-
was the emotional scene when he was like, my dad locked me in a fucking box, and there was just rats, hungry
And there's rats going all over him.
Yeah,
and then,
literally.
How
and then
they
in the
ended.
airplane, he's
How
That's
they
how-
ended.
yeah, literally, that's so
The
awesome.
cute little mouse.
Rats.
on
And
his
remember
shoulder.
at the end, he's on the plane. He's like,
on his
and he pets it, and he's
Neat.
like,
He's like,
calms down.
Okay, this is fine.
Dude, imagine that skill. You could summon 1 million rats at one point and kill everything.
Yeah, but
What would you do? What would you do with that
how
power?
many
What would
rats
you
are gonna
honestly
be
do
on
with that power?
island?
There's a lot of
Dude,
rats.
there was 50 million fucking
There
rats.
was-
Okay.
Too many rats for that.
There was like rats to
Are you
human
saying that
population.
there
No,
were,
there was
are
like
you saying that in the
to
superhero
square
movie
footage of the
that
whole country. The amount
There's
of
no
rats.
way there was enough that many rats on that.
No
island.
way,
Yeah.
dude. Look at me.
I'm literally because rats have
So you
to,
told me you got 18
rat-
rats in the living room smoking
rats
cigarettes?
literally have to fucking get to places by like boats, right?
Yeah.
Plenty of boats have gone to the island, but I don't think plenty of boats have spawned 50 million goddamn rats to take care of a
Well, you know,
gigantic.
Dude, I've had
cat.
gerbils and they had like 6 babies
Yeah, they
like
had a lot
every
of
2
babies.
months. Like literally so many
I
fucking
still
babies.
don't believe it.
So is it still,
No, definitely not. Definitely not. There was literally like 1 million fucking rats that just obliterated everything.
Yeah, definitely not.
And they were like, la, 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 la.
It's like watching.
You see Harley Quinn come out
It's
the
like
eye,
watching
she's
World War Z and seeing all the zombies topple upon each other.
Yeah.
There's no way there's that many.
it was
fucking
World War
zombies.
Z. It was
I
them
like that
climbing over
scene.
the wall. The
Yeah.
zombie climbing over the wall. That's
Harley
scene.
Quinn, another badass scene of her when she was in the eyeball.
It's like playing the game Plague Tale, like Innocence.
Yeah. What did you think about? So I told you while we were walking in the theater. It's rated R.
Oh, that's what
You
I was
liked how
asking.
that rated R because he definitely used that rated R.
I saw a penis.
It wasn't just. It
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
just.
you saw a full ass
Yeah,
hit.
it wasn't
full
just
ass
a. It wasn't just a one F bomb and a
That's
one boob. It was plenty
Yeah.
of everything. And
Plenty of all
I
the.
wish we'd get more superhero movies like that.
Yeah, I was asking that. I was
The
like, is
Batman.
it PG-13 or
The Batman's
rated
gonna
R?
be rated R.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have some scenes.
The
fucking.
Batman's rated R.
Batman's gonna be fucking.
Because
for
the
sure.
Batman, it's
He's gonna
not-
be fucking.
See, my theory for the
You're
Batman.
gonna see
Is
some
it
titties
okay if I
and
get
eyes.
into this?
Huh?
My theory for the Batman movie. Patterson does not play Batman. He plays Robin donning the Batman suit.
You think that?
And that's why he's fucking able to kill people.
All right. We'll put this in a little time vault.
We put it in a time vault, man.
Little time capsule. We'll go bury it out in the yard.
Because you hear
Come back to this. Everyone heard it. Richard says
see
that
some
the
marketing
Robert
getting done.
Pattinson Batman. Are you saying it's Dick Grayson?
It's Dick Grayson.
Is saying Robert Pattinson is Dick Grayson, not Bruce Wayne.
Because I firmly think that's so. Only because
I'm pretty sure they've already cast him.
I know
I'm pretty
it
sure
already says Bruce Wayne,
in
but
the-
I'm making a assumption here because
You'll
of
die on
something
this
I
hill.
saw in the fucking trailer. Because he's at his fucking computer listening to a recording, and the recording says, "I'm passing this on to somebody,"
All right.
and it sounds like it could be the Batman.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. I've never heard this before, and if he's right, he's a goddamn Nostradamus.
Richard, yeah.
Richard
I will worship you
Nostradamus.
after this,
Because
Richard.
if you know the lore behind Batman, he doesn't kill people, but
Oh, I
he's
know.
literally killing people.
I know. Well, Ben Affleck's he killed people, but
Not confirmed.
well, no, we won't go
Not
into
confirmed.
that. So we're getting.
Batman's gonna murder you.
Let's get back to Suicide Squad.
It's most likely Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
So-
he's gonna fuck some people up.
Anything we're forgetting that we need to talk about the Suicide Squad? It's
It's
Tropic Thunder meets Godzilla
a Wes Anderson film meets action
meets Tropic Thunder meets Kaiju
meets the movie Hunt for the Wilder People because of the chapters,
meets Tropic Thunder.
which makes sense because it was produced by the New Zealand Commission of Films.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
What about the part where they killed a man with one hit? You think you could do it? Think if you learned it, you'd kill a man with one hit?
Don't see why I couldn't. All right. I think.
And they landed in the coordinates perfectly.
I fucking hate you, Brantley.
It was like 30 minutes. Meet me in this coordinates.
We didn't even talk. I mean, it's not worth really talking about. We didn't talk about the country and the people. Nah, the government. It doesn't matter.
Side story?
They got their first Democratic
Well, a
vote
side
in
story
19
that's
years.
only literally
90 years.
In 90 years. I said
It's been
19
90 years.
That's a literal side story, just so his daughter feels better about him being
Yeah.
a human being.
Yeah.
She's like, well,
And
yeah, but there's still like
Harley
fucking
Quinn gets it
100,000
on.
people dead. There's still some people dead. Harley Quinn gets it on. Remember, she was like, I'm sorry to kill that beautiful thing between your legs.
You know,
Harley Quinn loves dick.
She loves dick, but she's crazy. She'll fucking murk you. Don't fuck Harley
yeah, she's
Quinn.
crazy.
I'd fuck Harley Quinn.
Crazy.
Die for her. Fuck it.
So, Suicide Squad. How many? If you were to sit here and do you recommend it to people, Richard?
5 bags of popcorn.
Oh, you give it 5 bags of popcorn.
I give it 5 bags
Do you-
of popcorn.
do you
I don't know.
Out of
5.
how many?
Do you recommend? Who do you recommend it to?
beers.
Everybody.
1 out of 10. What are you going for?
5 bags of popcorn with 2 beers.
What do you recommend? Do you recommend it to everybody? Just everybody go see it.
Literally, everyone besides little kids that I hate.
Yeah, little kids.
Little kids that I hate.
Brantley, do you recommend this movie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I
For
recommend
Good
this
movie.
movie.
Great movie.
I think it's a really good movie.
It's a catcher. It's corny. Like there's corny situations.
If
but
the
you're like, it's funny
2016
enough.
Suicide Squad was bad sushi, this is the palate cleanser. Like
Yeah,
the
but they called it
ginger.
a-
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a ginger.
Yeah.
But it's a ginger
It's
not
the
only
ginger.
on like just the Suicide Squad movie. It's a ginger on the DC films.
Yeah.
It's the first good DC film that's not made by Christopher fucking Nolan.
They called it at
or-
the times
yeah.
though. The way they like.
It's not a
did it.
Batman
Dark
film
and
that's
Zack
supposed
Snyder.
to
You
be
mean Zack?
good.
Yeah, Zack Snyder and
Yeah.
Yep. Christopher. Yeah, Nolan and Zack Snyder together, and yeah, I think that shit was done with. I think the last thing they did was, all right, we'll give you the Snyder cut, but I think we're done with that because I know going forward they're resetting everything with the Flash.
Well, Zach is a producer on all the films going
Yeah.
forward. I'm pretty sure.
We'll see. Well, this is the best DC movie since the Dark Knight movies.
Since the Dark Knight movies, yes. Unless you're a fan of the Justice Leagues, and why would you be?
Or Superman
Bloodsport's there for putting,
What
one
Superman
putting a
film?
bullet.
Returns with Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, no.
Yeah, and then you got
I
you got Superman
fully
versus
respect
Batman.
Superman Returns more than I respect Man of Steel.
I meant Man of Steel. Man of Steel is Henry Cavill.
Yeah, but I respect Superman Returns more than I respect Man of Steel.
So yeah, this is the best movie since the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yes.
Best
Since-
DC. Best DC.
Since Patrick Bateman's Batman.
Better than Joker. Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie.
Yes.
I wouldn't even classify that as DC.
Yeah.
I just want to classify it as DC. It's a whole different.
Better than
brand.
Aquaman.
Fuck Amber Heard.
I think that's a good note to end the podcast on.
Yeah, saying fuck Amber Heard. Hey Johnny, if you're listening to this, bud, we're fucking with you, dude. Fuck that goddamn bitch.
Mr. Depp. All right.
Love you, Mr. Depp.
You heard it here on Zero Drunk 30 that the 2021 Suicide Squad movie is the ginger palate cleanser of the bad sushi 2016 Suicide Squad movie.
More excitement, dude.
More excitement.
Say it with more excitement.
More excitement. Richard, you want to say goodbye?
Yeah, goodbye.
Adios, amigos.
Bitches.
Good night.
All right, we'll catch you on the next episode of Zero Drunk 30. Stay tuned and subscribe to this channel right here because there's going to be content and videos and who the hell knows what in between Zero Drunk 30 official episodes. So stay sexy. See ya.